Zidane Danny. Whoops. There we go. Haha. Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. We're back with another live stream, and of course, we are playing some Final Fantasy 14 or Final Fantasy 14 Friday. It's time for Zowo's journey. We're gonna continue this. So yeah, we are gonna be starting off by first finishing off the Labyrinth of the Ancients quests that we were doing the other day. Unfortunately, because of the just the timing, I wasn't able to turn this in. I probably should have turned it in before we finished the stream, but it's fine. But yeah, we'll continue to do this as much as we can, and then once we get to this, and then we'll continue also doing the Hildebrand quest line. So, yeah. So so first priority, Labyrinth of the Ancients. Second priority, Hildebrand. Third priority, MSQ. I think that some of the MSQ might have to get done before we actually can continue the Hildebrand quest line, but I'm not 100% certain. So good of you to join us, Zowo. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experience in the Labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. Alright. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time for this assembly was called to order. Rambros will be proceeding over the meeting. If you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, Zowo. I have been just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I've added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there is no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Cool. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeed in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Zowo's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, her report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allegan technology. In short, our misgivings were well-founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above the ground by the chaotic shifting of the earth. It has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, and we have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work. The answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easily said than done. If the perils of the labyrinth are any indication, then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as the exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. It's like you said, Chief. We founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons. And that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. Wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, Well, I hope you're ready for some break-in chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with my own eyes. I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. How did I never notice his face? As an observer, I am not strictly speaking subject to your authority. Oh, I forgot Graha was such a dork. It's been so long since I saw him at this point. Pray do not mistake my intent, Zowo. I am well aware I shall never be a match for one of your innate talents. However, hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from this use during the coming pause. Okay. Yeah, so this is basically where we would have taken a break between the updates. We will need your fighting fit. We'll need you fighting fit if subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on our tasks at hand. Yep. Okay. That makes me wonder if I'm gonna have to actually take a break since I am doing this with the story. Hello, Nero. Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. Nero. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the resilience you place on adventurers, old friend. So this is the legacy the Allegan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match even for the ultimate weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. You're still not supposed to know who this is. Oh, they are telling you who he is, I guess. But, yeah. I believed the fate had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again. But it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Cid. Do not disappoint me. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we are just going straight into the Sickers Tower. See, it's kind of hard to know when something is, you couldn't go into it until you had done main story quests, because some things you couldn't. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Yep. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise, of course. Disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside. You will recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In a like manner, the entryway into the principal spire, Sickers Tower, the Allegans called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time and that I am loath to waste. But I have a mind to set my people to scouring such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance? And you are? These two. BD's friends, for we share the self-same goal. I am Une, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Allegan civilization sent by the students of Baldessian to assist in your endeavor. Une and Doga, rather unusual names for this day and age, if I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the students of Behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. I am sure you'll not take it amiss if we seem somewhat doubtful. We can only assume the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Graha? It is nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. Oh, well. This is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have Allegan eye as well? This when hue is said to be a trait unique to the Allegans, yet I inherited it from my father, as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there's aught you know, I implore you, tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. One thing is certain. Those who possess this the trait are bound by fate to Alleg. As your eye has been placed you upon the path you walk, so too have we come to here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems to me we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If that is your wish, then so be it. Yet know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Baldessian when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well. As of this moment, I name Une and Doga, advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Sickers Tower entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Zowo, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. The two of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Zowo. With Une and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events into motion, I am hopeful that we will finally see progress. Do we go straight in? I did not think that we would. I was thinking there was like a whole bunch of quests before this. Before actually heading in there. Well, there might be. There might still be. Because we do have to, talk to a few people. And we do need to find out that they are actually Allegans. I think Nero and him are, yeah. Wedge! We talked to Wedge first. Okay. We're examining the rubble in hopes that it'll yield a clue to entering Sickers Tower. Can you tell we're getting desperate? Yes. Biggs! Well, if it isn't Zowo, Eager to enter Sycris Tower and kill everything in sight? No doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather, no going for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you to him. Alright. Cutscene! Massive cutscene. Probably. I wish that they would voice some of these things. It makes it way easier. But they don't voice any side quests, which is weird because this is actually like a main quest now. Ah, some old faces to lift the spirits, and a couple of new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Alig, sent here by our friends of Baldusian to aid the investigation. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. 'Tis our hope we can be of some small assistance. If your attire is ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Sycris Tower, the principal spire to the structures collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through a proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. The problem is we can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effective as a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman respected? Allegan royalty by my judgment? Precisely who these individuals were we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device is actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it's purely decorative. Except it's those two. If you're thinking to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? Sycris Tower. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. Seven hells, what is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. Frickin' Nero. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero? You're still alive? Garland, if I didn't know better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. Ah, but I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct, and my associates with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular iterant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? If your suspicions of my intent, 'tis only just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these two odd characters. As you are doubtless aware, the Crystal Tower was a symbol of ancient Aleg's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descended from Allegan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of Allegan ingenuity. Clones, I believe, the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? Twould seem the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. 'Twas not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it would please you, let us return to the Ancient Sentinels. There is much more to tell. Okay, yeah, they are doing a lot of... Seriously? Fucking... Ay, very well. Seven Hells, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland. You know me better than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? You're still not good. You're still not good. An elegant tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you. And a deal more besides. I used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you to enjoy it. I look forward to working together, old friend. Ay. Okay. We're on this. Okay. Alright, Noga. Explain yourself. If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader Rambros may wish to be present. Hmm. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldessian. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through Allegan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. It would not be considered unseemly, might I ask, why you and yours were created, and more specifically, what is it that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Allegan history. Pray bear with us. The Allegan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Allegan pride. Parents took their children there that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. The prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allegan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting this pitiful state of affair, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alleg to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Zonade. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's greatness. We are the products of that experiment. Copies of Une and Doga. Historical texts mention the reigns of two elegant emperors named Zonade. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike, to think that the two were in fact one and the same. Aye. Zonde returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. And true to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allegan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Zonde turned his sights toward the forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness its power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Darkness again? Seven hells! What is it that with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust of power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Unfortunately not. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Alas, Emperor Zonde is very much alive within Sycris Tower. He still abides with his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Wielding the power of darkness requires the prodigious amount of energy. Energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment this shortfall, Dalamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high, it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it into the tower below. However, miscalculation resulted in the surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blink of an eye, the mighty Allegan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Zonde's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalamud was summoned back to the Earth. Its descent triggered the Seventh Umbral Calamity. In the wake of the Crystal Towers re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zonde awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. Tis for no other purpose but to put an end to Zonde's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited by our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on their mission, should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action, concluding that we alone could not overcome Zonde. We struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can cut a path through the labyrinth of ancients. With you as our champion, Zowo Kaduka, we are confident that we can end Zonde's dark ambitions once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Baldessian, among the hosts of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So what will you do, Zowo? The world is in grave danger again. It just so happens you're an expert at saving it. Well. Oh, sorry about that. You have our eternal gratitude. Let us see the Allegan Empire's dark past laid to rest. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allegan civilization. But what is worth that But what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends, Une and Doga, living, breathing Allians. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off the Sycris Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Yeah. Zowo, as you did for us within the Labyrinth of Ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Zonde himself. Ha! I got this. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Sycris Tower from the outside world. To work, then. Let's do this. It'll probably take a little while to get into Sycris. I don't think it's going to take too long, but it will take a little while. Wait, there is something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does that mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The elegant eye you called it, but to us it is the royal eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Yep. You are a descendant! Oh, that gets explained in the next section, I think. I think that's what it is. What now? My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now it is time for action, not idle thoughts. Sicker's Tower awaits us. Yep. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zonde himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Alright. Enter Sicker's Tower. Can I activate it? Wait, you can't access this from that side, but you can from the other side? That's mean. Alright. Sicker's Tower. Join. Alright, it's gonna take a little bit, so while we're waiting for that, let's go talk to Hildebrand. What was that? Those are 40. Okay. Out of curiosity. Quests are these. That's for the extreme. Okay. Just making sure of things. Hello, Nashu. A Doblin became a zombie? Would that make it a Zoblin or a Zombie? The Doblin's wounds indicate that it was felled by a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around. Hello, Gilgamesh. This goldsmith is not to be trifled with. Oh. Ah! Why can I not target the freaking thing? Thank you. The basilisk's wound indicate that it was felled by with a hammer. A trail of blood, yep, leads to the north. A single blow to the head, impressive. Yeah, he's powerful. Bam, 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 bam. Hildebrand. His handiwork is unmistakable. The corpse is still quite warm. This Doblin, the Basilisk, and the Airman. The Doblin, the Basilisk, and this Airman. All were slain with a hammer. It was the beast over yonder, as was the beast over yonder, unless I'm mistaken. That chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What must you do that is so terrible? I must dance! Ah! Manderville man, Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can, from the peaks of Corthus to Thanalan. Manderville man. I cannot avert my eyes. That is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good woman, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it be a gross, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions, I must bequeath you to you, the Manderville. There we go. This is gonna be fun. We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Wait. What? Oh, okay. So it's... They didn't make me dance, yet. Do the dance. I need to do the dance. Fancy yourself a Manderville man? You would do what a Manderville can, then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. He comes. Yep, there he is. There he is. Oh ho ho! You have not to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with this chimera and my son. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? But more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? You're in trouble. You didn't come see your daddy. Hey, Latios. Oh, Hildebrand quest. Hildebrand quest. By the grace of Thal, what sorcerer is this? He yet lives? You messed up. You should have gone to see your dad immediately. It's so fun. We love it. Oh. And it's only a matter of time before we get the Mandeville quest line. Hildebrand, Hilliard, Maximilian, Mandeville! Oh no! We just got him new clothes. 10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion of their beloved son was dead? Son, you're Hildy's father? God burns the goldsmith Mandeville man, smithing as only a Mandeville can. Oil him up and give him a tan, fit for Mandeville man. Please, father, cease your adulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. Nice. This is an antique vase that must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. Ha! Do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. Yeah. TMI! Hold your applause until the end. Barakat, guide my hammer! Look how it sparkles in the twilight. How it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that this is a work of art? You've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I have taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter. You will understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, Father. I can be naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help her with the investigation. We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhaps she will take a liking to this reimagining. You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. Enkidu as well, I should think. I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you. Greg, now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird, which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. You're here? There's that. That is all the way up at the top. There you go. Dang, that is a long fight. I didn't realize they had it go for so long. Are you doing? You're doing blue mage with this? Dang. Huh. Oh, nice! You got the ultimate attack. Ah! Ah. Well, you did pretty dang good. I'll say that. I only helped out a little bit. I mean, fair. I mean, yeah. I mean, Blue Mage has some really powerful spells, but at the same time, like, do you really want to use all of them? But, yeah. I am surprised that Sikr's Tower still hasn't activated yet. Alright, well, I'm gonna head to Vesper Bay then. And continue this quest line. Bye-bye! Okay. I hope she likes it. Oh. You know what I just remembered? I forgot to take care of this. One sec. Blue sky. I forgot to set my thing as live. There we go. Okay, that's fixed. Now we're live on Blue Sky as well. Okay. All right, and over. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Dorilda. Not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash? Lord Manderville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy. I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady, it does indeed, especially that exquisite vase over there yonder. Although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it a centerpiece in my Thorn Dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do so take pride in our work, and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist's threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville? The man who took This thing, on the syndicate. It appears that there have been a great many developments over our past 10 years, of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with the consenting Inspector Briarden. I am surprised this still hasn't activated yet. Why are you still here? Actually, we just got back. Allow me to elucidate. Lady Dorilla has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine. I'll plan to advance to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the treaty brand blade as through a merchant named Junpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed among Lady Dorilla's sellswords. I gave the order that they will be transported. They will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Well, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They are all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real treaty blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Welcome back. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am the master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself, a description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Corthus. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't. I recall. Come or don't. I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Pray forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man, it is a pleasure to see you again. I just received a new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in red. A ridiculous outfit. A ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I'm intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Ha! Aha, what reason indeed. It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. Yeah. Except you're right in front. He's right in front of you. He's right in front of you. He's right in front of you. He's the thief. Ay, ay, ay. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk, in accordance with the Inspector's Briarden's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we're to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's totally not like that's gonna be a problem, is it? Oh, Hildebrand, you're gonna get yourself in so much trouble. Bam, 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 ba, ba, da, ma. Ba, da, ma, na, na, na. Cell Soul Sergeant. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But, sir, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, this land is always so inhospitable. The biting winds, the endless snow. Yep, keeping active will help me stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Ha ha! Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you spoke of Greg. He ventured outside the gate for a mere moment. Gates a mere moment before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief, as are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Hildebrand. Any halberd-wielding mummers shall answer to me. Okay. You see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look! What is it, Nashu? Pray, tell me what you see. Ha ha ha! I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. It's Optimus. Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu. We have lingered here over long. We must egress post-haste. How is this still not procced? Holy shit. Oh, speak of the devil. Finally. And you have your little axolotl. Adorable. There we go. Finally. Welcome to Sicris Tower. I guess people aren't really queuing for alliance raids right now, are they? Well, that's a good point. I should probably eat. Okay. Alright, I'm frozen. Wait for someone to... Oh no, I'm gonna die. I don't think I've ever died to that. Pass on the gear because we really don't need it. Alright, and dragon. Do, 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 do. How many of Doga and Une's clones are there, I wonder? People are insane. They're genuinely insane. Whoops. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. Do, 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 do. Okay. There we go. So the question is, what level will I be by the time I finish all of these? Ay, ay, ay. Holy crap. It's honestly insane how much you can level up in such a short amount of time. Where is it? In that case, let's go to this guy. Why you no hit? Thank you. There. Oh. Well, fine. Alright. Final boss. Just gonna pass on everything. I don't need any of this right now. Mapping the realm, Sycris Tower. Alright, cutscene! Here we go. Hello, Zonde. Bastard. You fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. They pull? They pulled. Good thing. Oh, maybe not. Absolute darkness draws nigh, soon it will be unleashed. Did they pull? There we go. Centered. Up. Okay, everyone together. Okay. Should disappear again in a sec. Good. Okay, it's back. Bam, bam, bam. Life is Citrus. Bam, 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 bam. I think I'm just gonna pass on. Nice. Oh, guess we got them anyways. Oh well. I was just gonna pass on the rolls because I don't really want to deal with the crafting them right now, but it's fine. Zowo! You did it! You defeated Emperor Zonde! Empires may rise and fall, but man's holy crap, spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Zowo. With Emperor Zonde now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. Why are you wearing your armor again? What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surroundings. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Citrus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. Sealing off that. That distortion, what is it? Portal. The power that Zonde sought to obtain comes from the Void. The world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of the Void Sent. Void Sent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zonde entered into an unholy covenant. The covenant. He would open the gate through which the Void Sent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe we can annul it. By his blood, Zonde sealed his dark pact. By our blood it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga. Finally we may fulfill our purpose. Nero, you're insane. Frickin' Nero. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the Ultima weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The Covenant is everlasting. Uh-oh. 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 Evil clones. And so Mercity is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under elegant rule. And yet with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows even more vivid. An endless void bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open, that the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. Oh, that is nasty for my throat. I should probably get some water. What's interesting is that this is the only time we ever see him using an arrow. Everything else he uses magic. So, pull yourself together. Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Not now, damn it. Wait, is he technically a gunbreaker? I mean, I guess since he is from Garlemald, it makes sense. Like, most Garleans are gunbreakers, but I didn't realize that Cid had a weapon like a gunbreaker. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japs, Garland. I didn't pull up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them. A Voidsent, no ordinary one at that. Doga! No! There goes Doga. Do that. Une! Confound it. Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine! Nero? Screw you. Nero! Regretting your life decisions yet? The Covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Damn it. The rift's gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let's return and find to the find and consult Rambros. Yep. Fortunately, that is our only option right now. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. I kind of wish that you could fly over here, but it kind of makes sense why you can't. I don't know. Ba-ba-dum, 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 bum, 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 bum. All this happens within the tower, God's preserve. A rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I'm certain. There exists a myriad kind of Voidsent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. 'Twould seem that Zonde sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow the cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this Voidsent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we cannot abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though the Void Scent can enter our world, instances of men entering the Void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends are still alive. Oh, still live, yeah. Damn it! I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. We share the same eye. 'Tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them to fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Zonde's dark covenant is binding our world, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Graha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me, true, is all well with your eye? I honestly can't say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye rests with Alec. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it, though we have not known them but briefly. Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Okay. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you be patient. When dealing with the Void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Zowo. Mark my words. The world of darkness. Ah, Zowo, it is good to you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Une, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Sikr's Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zonde. But you, Zowo, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible Void Scent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through the rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. This crystal tower still acts upon Emperor Zonde's orders and collects energy to open another void gate, even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those of royal blood of Alec. 'Tis a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to elegant tombstones Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alig, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art nor the royal or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the cloud of darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zonde's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the latter would suffice. But then, what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, the power could discharge and cause a calamity, like to the one that destroyed Alig. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world would fall before the might of this threat. We know but only one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Sycris Tower's power for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. And that's where I come in. We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturge Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garland's work to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. And here comes the man himself. Zowo, just the woman we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties are privy to the strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready. Though attached to the damnable thing to Though attaching the damnable thing to Sycris Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open the rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides, and do hurry, Zowo. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Nope. Let's do this. Wow, I was not expecting to be able to get in there so quickly, though. Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Yeah. Back to the Crystal Tower we go. Speak with Wedge. Speak with Wedge. Speak with Wedge. Bam, 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 bam. I'm kind of surprised that I'm not already 54. Well, I guess it does make some sense, but because I am trying, this is my highest level class. I think I'm gonna try to keep Black Mage as my my highest level class, even when I'm going through the other stuff with since I'm gonna be doing Heaven's Ward as a Dragoon is my plan. So, Zowo, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Sycris Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom! But it should be fine. Anyway, really. Anyway, you'd best way at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. Let's head in. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Graha? I am Zonde's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood a symbol of Aleg's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Allegan civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zonde in his ambition. There were those who tried. Zonde's war of dominion left no one unscathed, unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the world, upon the people. Warriors young and brave took up the sword against Aleg. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Aleg's heart for the kill, Zonde lashed out in anger and frustration, trapped as beasts were wont to do. In his desperation, Zonde desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness' coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power be held within Dalamud's. The sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Sikar's tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Sikris was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I had learned of its cause from Une and Doga. I had no idea the rebellion incited Zonde to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allegan history is astounding, Graha. Why man could study 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you did know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yes? Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open that void gate, Chief. We reckon this machine's up and running. She'll be able to float 5 airships the size of a So just give us the word, and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good. Then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs! Terrifying. The rift to the world of darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the me just yet, though. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. As will the Sons of St. Koenig. The rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Zowo, my friend. This is a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more capable. Pray, lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. I got this! This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Oh, don't worry, I already am. No, I shouldn't say that. I do plan to use... I do plan to actually get some more stuff using the tomestones, if I can. Might I have a moment of your time, Zowo? There's a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Okay. So, yeah. It shouldn't take too long to get, like, enough tomestones. I don't know. Right? Leveling gives tomestones, right? Or does it? If I just switched to you. Oh, it doesn't give tomestones yet. I'm assuming, does that mean that it only gives it... Huh. Okay. I thought leveling gave more tomestones than that. Rather than... Well, it probably does, but it's later, so I don't know. Zowo, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Allegan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn about of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame ones his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alec. Mayhap what I wish to remember, and these words are related, mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end, with mine own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Okay. You have my thanks, my friend. Now, let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. Okay. World of darkness. Boop. Boop. Alright. Now we go talk to Hildebrand. In Corthus! Alright. Okay. Question, actually. I'm just curious. Okay, no, that requires it to be a damager. Okay, that's fine. I want to just make sure of that really quick. Alright. There's none of our out of the ordinary here either. Oh, and that was fast. That was really fast. I was not expecting it to be that fast. I guess we're finishing up the Crystal Tower really quick. No, look, We've scoured every ilm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent has... I couldn't speak. It's fine. We'll go back to it in a sec. What is that stuff actually? This is item level 130. I think that this stuff should be level 130. So we might get some of this. I forgot to grab my gear, didn't so I'm in Group A, right? Yes. Good. Alpha, right? Good, I could. Alright, what is this? It is 120. which is actually lower than these. So I'm going to still pass on it then. I didn't realize that that was always better gear. The Tombstone gear was so much better. Five-headed dragon. So let's see. Yeah, so five-headed dragon, and then Atmos should be next, right? I can't even see it. I forgot about that. Surprisingly, it has actually been a little while since I've done this, which is kind of funny. So I think after we finish up with taking care of these quests, we are going to start queuing for some of the things that we need. Specifically leveling dungeons, because we really need to get... we need to get Lancer up high enough so that it's ready for to do the new stuff. Barely remember what that was. I mean, it is better right now. But I'm gonna get better gear soon when it comes to these things. Which, speaking of which, we should get a ring soon. Yeah, I think ring is gonna be our first priority to replace the brand new ring. And then after that, probably go for the rest of this gear. Probably the pants. be the best option. Nice. There we go. Alright. So we are on ad duty. What outfit is that? Oh, it's just... Okay, I thought it was more interesting than it was. Ad duty. Ad duty. Gastric juices. We need to focus on the other guy. There we go. There's the Wolfsbane. Okay. Be targeted, be like right in front of the guy. Okay. Okay. There's the tail blow. Okay, so this is before this unlocks. Okay. Because I do actually know that Freeze does do the same thing as Blizzard 4. So I just was thinking about that. not affect. Alright. You know what? We'll just grade them. If they end up being good, then we'll use them. But yeah. They might be good for a temporary time. But it's just like, it's not really that useful right now. Alright. Into the cloud of darkness. Who disturbs the gloom? Ah, mortals from the realm of light. You have not stumbled up. I wish this wasn't as quick. I am the cloud of darkness. What do I not smother? I devour. I cannot devour. I destroy. Covenant is everlasting. All mortals will be for us. Yeah. Who pulled? Who fucking pulled? I'm not in there. There were people watching cutscenes. Jerk. I thought I was. Okay, I thought I was way further out than I was. I thought I was safer. Did we bypass it? Maybe. Oh. I thought we could bypass it, but I guess not. Okay. Alright, should be level 54 after this. There we go. Let the sun shine in. Alright, there we go. Cloud of Darkness defeated. Bum-ba-da-bum. The world of darkness complete. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's see what happened. Okay. Greed. 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 Need. Oh, I didn't get the one thing I actually wanted. Wow. That's just sad. Yeah, I didn't think any of that was actually going to be useful, but that's fine. You received a player commendation. Yay! Alright, where are our friends? Now that we defeated them. Where in the seven hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the Cloud of Darkness, aids our cause little. Doga! Une! Can you hear me? Nero! There they are! Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? Though I don't blame you for for missing my company. Thank the 12. Are you all right? As all right as can be expected, Une simply passed out. Nero, by the gods, what happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed this foul place entry into his body. Now the darkness claws at the aether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zonde's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to the Allegan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet, in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Nero, you're a dick. Where? Une, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there is yet hope. We may fulfill our purpose. Uh-oh. Cloud of Darkness is back. Mortals, you have dared to challenge me, and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones among my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now, whilst the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Zonde's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Zowo, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? This is madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. Huh? Graha survived? What is this trickery? Your blood. You too gain protection from Zonde's blood. Graha, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. 'Tis a gift you have inherited, Graha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I had thought time would consume all of Alleg. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest of Allegan technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allegan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, God. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the Allagan presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Zonde's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Une and Doga's purpose, one we carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. Now he gets his second red eye. Two red eyes. You must leave as well, Nero. I am sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though you dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Une, thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Zowo, Nero, let us quit this place. Quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light. I have the protection of the crystal. Well, kinda. No, you shall not escape us. Here, Zonde's bloodstained dreams of glory end. There, the glint of light. It grows faint, then the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If the light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! Nero, no, you must move! Leave me. Oh, the lighting in here is awful for him. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allag. I am Nero Tolskava, the man who will yet outdo Allag and Garland. That was what you hoped to do. May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you! Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. You've been saved! But how? So those damn clones did it after all. Darkness is encroaching, Nero. You should run. Now, onwards. Just barely. You son of a bitch, Garland. You owe me, Nero. The hells I do. Alright. Welcome back to the world of the living. Well, we survived. You are returned unharmed, thank the gods. When the void gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open. And then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all sick... Huh? Where's... But where are Une and Doga? They're not... They sacrificed themselves. I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. Actually, we do. That is not true, my friend. Une and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Graha, yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good, then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Rambrose, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Zowo have both emerged from a long battle. Of course. You have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell, and repair to St. Konig's find. Graha, you be good. I know you're not gonna, but be good. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Zowo. Would that I could have been of more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Une's blood. You behave. Have I remembered what I wished for, too? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray, go on ahead of me. There is something small I would do before I return. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Zowo. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia, and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. Don't you do it, Graha! Don't you dare! Shit. Don't you dare, Graha. You be good. You're not supposed to take it away from us. Ay. Well, you are supposed to take it away, but you're not supposed to take it away from, that way. Am I now high enough that nothing should attack me? You guys are 49, right? Oh, you can still attack me. I thought that you wouldn't attack me anymore. Maybe it's at 55 that happens. Rambros! I cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, Zowo, and with the means to dispel a threat dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let us free ourselves from the specter of the Alligans. Yeah. I trust you have rested, my friend? Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there is something we must do first. Let us summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. Where is, Graha? Where's Graha? Maybe you should notice that Graha's missing. So the elegant eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology. But who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all of this fate was from discovering the tower to Graha's gaining Une and Doga's blood. Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha? And what of Nero? I am not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. So, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Ambrose! Master Ambrose! 'Tis Graha Tia, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but, boldly forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask you your guidance. Very well. Let us go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Zowo, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. He's being dumb. Yeah. I guess it's not technically dumb, it's just... He's leaving us! He's leaving us until Shadowbringers! Ay, ay, ay. That's a long-ass time until we see him again. Like, yeah, frick. And we're technically not even supposed to know it's him until the updates. I think. If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. We're not supposed to know that it's him until after the, we finish up until we're level 80, I think? Yeah. What in the world was Graha Tia thinking? Demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course he could tell me, he would tell me nothing. But he will be honest with you, miss. I am certain of it. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come, man. What is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alec. Or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zonde's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alec, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alec's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alec's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. The man was my forebear. For millennia we awaited. Alec's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin, but before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graw, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alec is to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Else, we may never fully comprehend them. "'Tis as you say," I said. We could wait for someone someday to reach the same heights as Alec, but by then, we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did and put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that. I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once. Men rival the Allegans in knowledge. Used once, men rival the Allegans in knowledge. I will slumber within Sycris Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them. Thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. No! We don't get to see you again until frickin' Shadowbringers! The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onward to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alec. Just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking, Graha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray, keep alive our successes, and forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you till then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits, and you, Zowo. I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancients' wish. we'll see him again. But it will be a while. Actually, thinking about it, I don't think Sid, Biggs, or Wedge, Sid, Biggs, Wedge, or Rambros ever see him again. I could be wrong about that. They might, because he did spend some time away from us, so he might have gone and seen them. Crystal Tower slumbers again, then 'tis too soon for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. A new dawn has come for me. I wonder what that's about. Alright. Back to Rambros. We finish off the quest line. And then we go... How are we doing with those, actually? 474? Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and take care of this. And then we finish up the Hildebrand stuff. Okay. Rambros. You've just missed Sid, Zowo. There is much that needs his attention, if he is to fulfill Grawha's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah. No matter how lonely St. Konig's find has become for our friend's departure, we must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future, lit by Grawha's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. And there we go. I have that in here, right? Yeah, I'm good. What do I need for this? Search for recipes using this material. Okay, so there's some things, but it's mostly like... It's all master recipes, actually, so I don't think we're going to need that for a while, unfortunately. Oh, there's a minion? I don't know. I might use some of it. I'm not really too certain. Oh. Oh, no, that's the... I don't know. It's whatever. I'll worry about it later. But there we go. That is the quest, one of our biggest quest lines that we need to finish. So, yeah, we still have some time, so we're going to work on Hildebrand. We're going to go through as much of Hildebrand's quest line as we can. You know what? I was going to do some dungeons to try and get, like, do a leveling dungeon and guild heist to get Lancer up higher, but I think we're actually going to wait on that. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Magic. Okay. Accessories, and we want a ring. We only want one, because the other one can go for 60. and then make sure. I don't think that... Yeah, armor we can't use yet. Alright. Where is a mender? We need a mender. Mender. Thank you. Repair all inventories. Yes. And then we go to Hildebrand. Yeah, we'll go as far as we can with Hildebrand. And I do think that we will probably be able to, I don't think we're going to be able to finish Hildebrand today. But once we finish Hildebrand, I think we will go ahead and start on, once we finish Hildebrand, we'll focus on the main story. And, off stream, I will continue to work on getting everyone maxed out, or everyone up to 50, I should say. So, yeah. Oh, not you. Not you. Other guy. Hildebrand. Talk to Hildebrand. Hildy! There's not out of the ordinary here, either. No luck, Chicken. We have scoured every elm of the area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildebrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. There he is. Or perhaps he's waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12! Is that the selfsame spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It is buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should the worst come to worst. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, the troubles you're getting into, yeah. Take your post, my good woman, and entrust your safety to me. Inspector Hildebrand is ready for battle. Core, it's cold out here. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? That's funny. Both of them were yawning. I think that might have been just coincidence. Craig, I've been meaning to ask. Why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects, it was quite different. It was crowned with the magnificent axe blade, to which it was welded a musket barrel. It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it, the strongest of spears. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to... That's my weapon! The strongest of spears! I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you cannot be serious. Grr, now you call me Shirley. No matter. Give it to me! Give it to me! This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear I have bested many. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thank you. We have caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. Wait, what? I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I have done naught wrong. Bah, you are all beyond reason. Right under my nose. Ah, yes, my plan was to secure Greg's confession. It was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. So let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Yep. Am I actually doing the thing now? Wait, was Griffin Crossing an actual... I wonder if they were planning to actually have this go somewhere at some point. Let me go up. So... it looks like it might go up to... I don't know. Nah, shoot, Miss Ellie. Oh, my good woman. It is a relief to hear your footfalls. Ah, you have doubtlessly deduced that I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Yeah, that's pretty much expected. I'm wondering if they were planning to actually have this go somewhere at some point, because there's a few areas like it where where it's like, shouldn't this go somewhere? And then it just doesn't. Was it here? Was it... I thought it was somewhere else that you did the battle. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch the events unfold with minimal interaction. At last I understand we were fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you to summon others. After all, it will avail you to no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is beginning time! Ay, ay, ay. What am I getting myself into? Is this actually here? I thought this was, like, somewhere else. Battle at the Big Bridge, now accessible. Alright, now we just wait for that to happen. So, in that case... Let's see here. Did I finish this? Sense the presence of a powerful mark. Where? Oh, that's the thing I need. Let's look at this really quick. So that's in Western. Let's go ahead and get this start work on that. So that's in Western Thanalan. Oh, those things. Okay. But yeah, we'll while we're waiting for this, we're gonna go ahead and take care of some hunts. And hopefully we can get... I'd like to be able to get Lancer up high enough that it's able to be a Dragoon. But I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. I need to get everybody up high enough. That's just, yeah. That's just the way of things. Oh, that requires a dungeon, doesn't it, that I need to take care of? Oh, I should probably eat food. Up. So we need the Moon Drip Pile Driver. That's here, supposedly. Okay. I think that should be the only thing up here that I need to worry about. They over here? I think they're over here. That's one of them. There we go. That's the one I want. There we go. Nice. So that takes care of that. Since we are in Thanalan, I think we'll go through the Thanalan ones first. So let's see. So that's Shroud, Thanalan. So that's so there's a few in Southern Thanalan, but not many. And then most seem to be in the South Shroud, with a few being in other places. All right. So South Shroud, or Southern Thailand, sorry. And we want to go to Little Alamigo to take care of the Sabotenders. And then we want to go to the southern part to deal with the last guys. What is it? Corpse Brigade Fire Dancers. Yeah. Alright, and then it's the whatchamajiggle. Broken water. Oh, wait. Oh, no, these are here. What am I thinking? These are just like all the way over here. Okay. Get away from the Knuckle Dancer. Fly. And then we find another one that should be close. That should be away from everyone else. This guy should be good. Thank you. That was annoying. Wait for that to fade. Oh, and we run. We run, we run, we run. Probably this way is actually the best option right now. Get away from him. We should be able to switch in a sec here. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Oh wait, no. Yeah, this is just the first one, right? Or is it? I thought... No. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm thinking of another fight that we have with him. Do we have another fight with him at some point? Is that what's called? What I'm thinking?
It's Zowo, your favorite. Fine, I admit it. Fighting all later is just too much for me. Not? Ha! I lied. Everything. I've been had. This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Spaces. I just remembered something.
Yeah, I feel like I did another fight with him, and it was like...
I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding that I will pound you silly.
Oh, maybe it's the hard mode?
Punch!
Because I know there's a version of this fight where we face off against Enkidu, right?
I won't come out so easy.
There we go. That took care of that.
Well then.
Oh, this is voiced. I didn't realize this was voiced.
That's enough of a beating for now.
That's right. There's like a whole bunch of fights that that we have with him. Aw, no one was watching the cutscene, except for me and that other person, I think. Alone, yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Oh, we can extract materia. Probably a decent amount, actually. All right. Ah, it is more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. That's not her. That's not her. That's not her. You dumbass. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be a thief. There you are, Inspector Briarden. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Gilgamesh! What the heck? I don't remember that. Disguise yourself as a client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must have been so boring. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? Whee! Bang! Ow! He's like, ah! Nice. Thank you. I believe this is addressed to me. Condescending Inspector Briarden. Piss off. Oh, it is. 400 years I have slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and wordings are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well. I and I alone, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, once more accept your challenge. Oh, what is this? Okay. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. Well, there's the end. This is a great way to end the stream. Oh my gosh. I wish that they would voice these the Hildebrand quest lines because they're just hilarious. And they could probably get even funnier. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it's a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen this show. We should head into the city, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You are indeed a Mandeville man. Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the Ay, ay. Complete! Great way to end a stream, doing the Hildebrand questline. The fiend dare lays claim to the fair maiden's virtue, as seeds of jealousy quicken within the inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Mandeville man find his Mandeville wife? Hildebrand will return in a case of... Yeah, that. I couldn't read fast enough. Frick. Hey, what's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe I'll ask, if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Frickin' Aldi. Alright. So, yep. That is where we're going to go ahead and call it for today. Next time, we will go ahead and continue doing the Hildebrand questline. I think, since we aren't doing any more of the... Alliance raid, I think that we should have we should be able to focus completely on Hildebrand, and we might be able to finish it next time, though Hildebrand is quite long. Let's see here. Business of betrothal. Let me make sure of this. Make sure. The business of betrothal. Yeah. Oh, I missed one. That's why. There we go. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Hildebrand Adventure Quests. There we go. So let's see. So we just finished the second one, Through the Maelstrom. The one that was in Through the Maelstrom. Then we will have Defenders of Eorzea. Then we will have in Dreams of Ice, Before the Fall. Okay. Yeah. So that is two more battles, because it's the Dragon's Neck and Battle in the Big Keep, which I kind of remember those. So one of those is the Ultros one, and one of those is the second Gilgamesh fight, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Which one is that? Yeah, the Dragon's Neck is the Ultros, and yeah, Battle in the Big Keep, that's the one where I was actually like, I was thinking that it was that one that we were doing, but no, it's the other one. But yeah. So, I don't know. We might, so quite possibly by the next time that we do the Hildebrand questline, we should probably finish up this. Maybe. We might be able to finish up the Hildebrand questline. And then, yeah. I think, and then obviously we will continue to go with this story, and we will try and finish up the main story, like I said. which I think that might actually take less time than doing the Hildebrand questline. I'm not 100% certain. Off stream, I will continue to do some other side quests. Specifically, I'm going to attempt to get everyone up to 50. Preferably, most important is going to be Lancer, so we'll work on that quite a bit. And that one we might do on stream every now and again. With, I think, what we will probably do is that we'll also, during streams, we will probably do some other major important things. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that is going to be the end of today's first stream. In a few hours, I believe we will start at 1. We will go ahead and take care of... we will do another stream. And that one is going to be going into... that will be checking out the new stuff that is happening over in Marvel Rivals for the update. So yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy that in a few hours. We should be starting about 1, maybe a little bit later, but yeah. Anyways, for now, that is going to be where we will call it for today. So while we're doing that, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. And yeah, we are going to go ahead and raid on Twitch. We're going to go ahead and raid Girl DM. And yeah, anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's live stream. I've been Electro Ninja, and I'll see you guys next time. Bet on!